Hello everyone, welcome to our channel The Physio Voice. Myself Sheik Abdul Khadir. In this short video, I am going to discuss something about the differences in our understanding between these two terms, movement and function, and its clinical implication. To start with, let us think about why this term function had created so much emphasis and so much buzz in the healthcare profession from the past recent years. Over the 15 to 20 years, there is so much of emphasis by almost every profession in healthcare industry to improve that their profession increases the function. This is majorly attributed to the focus shifting from impairment to activities and participation by the ICF. Okay, when it comes to physiotherapy, over the years we have been relied heavily on stuffs like impairments rather than activities and participation per se. So, when this change had happened, we got into a dilemma that whether we have to focus more on a quality of movement or achieving the function has to be given a priority. These are the things which has been had become a, we can say, as a matter of debate. So, does really functional training can be a part of physiotherapy? Because we physiotherapists consider ourselves as movement specialists, movement scientists, even to that level. Shamwe Cook in her book described physiotherapists and occupational therapists as motor control, applied motor control physiologists. So this has led to us towards our more affinity towards movement. So we got to that level of movement policing where we can't accept anything apart from typical movements. To know this, we should know what is the differences, exact differences between this movement and function. Is function an aggregation of specific movements, or movement emerges as per function? Let me give you an example. For example, if I have to do an act the function of eating, does the shoulder abduction, elbow flexion, forearm supination, and finger flexion, everything constitutes this function, or yeah, all these specific movements constitutes this function, or for the task of eating, this movement emerges. To know this, we should know what is movement in the first place. As we all know, movement is just the product of the interaction between an individual task and environment. So, when we say movement, it should have a meaningful task in a specific environment by an individual. So, the what we consider movement as single joint movements, as quoted by Latash and Answer in 1996, single joint movements exist principally as a helpful laboratory abstraction but not as a real life phenomenon. So, whenever, whatever we are doing in our clinics with respect to single joint movements, whether it is in, as a form of therapy or as a form of assessment, is may not replicate the real life needs. So, the individual generates movement to meet the demands of the task being performed within a specific environment. What I am trying to convey with this is a movement is meaningless if it doesn't have a meaningful task. Thank you.